see what else, man. We're gonna keep it going.
Man.
When you won the big game, you could tell tall tales about how it was done. If you had a great season and you came out on top, then you got a trophy. There were also trophies for second and third place, but not 20th. Not every kid was going to get one, and it was perfectly fine. Family vacations came before kids' sporting schedules, and that's something that seems to be disappearing from today's time. Birthday parties were fun back in the 70s, and they certainly weren't like today's parties with celery and face painting. We had hot dogs, burgers, soda, and of course cake, but there were also other things to challenge you with an element of danger. Remember having your hands tied behind your back, being blindfolded, and trying to eat a donut on a string before others could? Sometimes this was even done while you were being held upside
we did bobbing
down.
for apples and shit.
Shark fins were just part of the fun at parties in the 1970s. We played pin the tail on a donkey with a sharp tack after being spun in a circle and were completely dizzy. And how about lawn darts? We all played the game, and we didn't think about it being dangerous. And as a 10-year-old boy, it was perfectly fine to receive a pocket knife as a present. A gift like that could come in really handy and could last a lifetime. We also didn't worry about germs at parties. Nobody wrote their names on cups, and we all shared them at some point. We probably even offered our friend a bite of our own hot dog. If somehow we got injured and spilled blood, then there was a good chance that we were going to become blood brothers. This, of course, was long before the AIDS scare of the 1980s.
Man, you wild for that, man.
Weekends were a lot of fun. Saturday mornings were your TV time. Just you, some cartoons, and your favorite sugary cereal. The rest of the day belonged to Dad, so he could watch sports, a movie, or even the news later that evening.
That was like a 60s.
So now that TV time was over, it was off to your friend's house to ring the doorbell and ask if they could come out to play. Back then, it was always easy to tell where all the...
Come on, man. Oh, he was just about to say it. He was just about to say it. Let me... Hold on.
Doorbell and ask if they could come out to play. Back then, it was always easy to tell where all the kids were in the neighborhood because of all the bicycles out front. For the most part, kids could do whatever they wanted as long as they stayed out of their parents' hair. The weekend was really all about your parents' social lives.
What you think about that, man? Were they bugging, letting us be out there like that?
Hell nah, man. It made us grow to be independent. To me, you know, it taught you life lessons. Maybe times now are a little bit too crazy because people are crazier. Even though people were crazy back then, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know anyone who got kidnapped, but I do remember milk cartons still back in the day, but nobody I knew ever got kidnapped. I was a latchkey kid. You remember what latchkey kid is? For those of y'all who don't know, let me look at you in the camera. I had to go to school with a key on a yarn or a string around my neck. Boom. They called that latchkey kids, where nobody would be, you had no parenting when you got home. You get your key and go in the house, in and out. Hell yeah, they called that latchkey kid. Man, that was me to the fullest.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I loved it. I loved it.
Here we go.
It was a perfect time for a sleepover at a friend's house. Then the next weekend, it would be your turn to have your friend over. Dinner was an important time for the family.
Pillow fights at the sleepovers.
Oh yeah, you used to do it big.
Family to sit down together at the table and discuss the day or current events. As soon as it was over, it was time to take out the trash and do the dishes. That was every bit as important as doing your homework. Being tired was no excuse to be rude either. Everyone was tired. Going to the grocery store was an experience. Kids rode in grocery carts without seat belts or padded liners. Heck, it was even fun to just have groceries piled up on top of you. It was also fun to ride on the end of the cart as your parents pushed it. The cereal aisle was super colorful, and they had some really cool toys and prizes inside.
Man, cereal. Let's talk cereal just for a second. Man, was y'all able to get whatever cereal you wanted, or how did that go for y'all?
Oh man, we was able to get one cereal. We had to always, we had to all kind of agree. So the cool thing is, at least for me, I was always kind of like everybody else was a little bit older. So I was like the baby, and I kind of would get my way a little bit for the most part. But yeah, man, my cereal was always that peanut butter Captain Crunch. People, you know. But even before that, it was like the Super Crisp.
Yes.
Yeah, Super Crisp was my joint, and then later on, you know, got the PBC, the peanut butter Captain Crunch.
There you go. I used to love them Apple Jacks. I used to love them
Apple Jacks, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah. With the Fruit Loops is always a good. You can't lose with Fruit Loops or Tricks.
Oh, you can't lose with Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops, Lucky Charms, you can't lose with none of those, man.
There you go.
None of those.
There you go, man. But my mom would go on these habits where I don't know, man. She just was trying to regulate our sugar, so she would go either with just regular Cheerios. I was so glad when Honey Nut Cheerios finally came because we at least get some sweetness.
Yeah.
Or if it wasn't the plain Cheerios, you already know what it was, man. Corn flakes.
Yeah, straight regular old corn flakes.
But
I remember those too.
A spoon of sugar. We was gonna sugar it up.
I remember those.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like we gonna get our sugar either way, Mom. I don't know what love you, Mom.
Really. Real.
All right, man. Let's go. What else we got?
Back then, grocery stores had only one kind of milk. If you wanted skim milk, then you could just be a little weirdo by drinking half a glass or adding ice to it. We certainly didn't have 30 kinds of rice, almond, and soy milk. The choice was easy: milk or no milk. Every grocery store had a good butcher that you got to know well.
Nope. No milk. Hey, before Sunny Delight, what did we have?
Oh, before Sunny D? It was Tang.
Tang. Come on, man. Tang. Talk to me.
Man, that Tang. Get them scoops.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
I remember the first time they came out with Strawberry Quick.
It was Tang or Quick.
Quick. Nestle's Quick. Tang.
I remember Ovaltine too. I remember Ovaltine. They thought parents were trying to get you some healthy ass. I don't need no iron. That's what my Flintstone vitamins is for.
That's overrated. You know what I'm saying? It's overrated. Yeah, but Tang was before Sunny D.
Man, for sure. Oh man, this is comedy, dog.
Here we go.
Well, most meat packages didn't have a sell-by or use-by date. We depended on our noses and visual inspection to see if it was still okay to use. One thing you absolutely didn't see were kids on iPads or doing the latest TikTok dances. Kids just had to enjoy the experience. This was also true on long trips in the car. No iPads, snacks, or juice boxes needed. You just found ways to entertain yourself. Maybe you played car bingo, or maybe you pulled out the elastic out of your sock and then popped your little sister or brother. Oh, look out, they're crying. Here comes Dad's arm. Don't make him stop the car.
I didn't have a dad.
No matter what, kids always found something to do. If you didn't, then your parents would. Never ever say that you were bored. That meant extra chores. Back then, kids would grab scrap pieces of lumber and materials and then build their own clubhouse. None of them ever came from Amazon or big box stores. Every year, kids would look through Christmas catalogs and dream about what they wanted. It was always fun to circle everything you liked. Kids didn't get everything that they wanted. If you got one item from your
$1 million man,
had a really good result.
Man, hold on, man. We gotta back up for Steve Austin, man. We gotta back up.
Steve Majors.
Lee Majors. Steve Austin.
Lee Majors. Colonel Steve Austin. Hell yeah. Hey, you remember when you had to figure, if you look through through his back, he had the eye that you could see through, the bionic eye and shit, but it wasn't magnified for nothing. You just like, oh, I can see far. You couldn't see. Yeah, that shit was blurry as hell, man. You remember?
You be lying to the homies like, hey man, I can see Sean down the street. Like, man, stop.
Look at the pricing of the toys back then, man. Affordable.
Man, oh man. But see, I never got the accessories, man. I only got the action figure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, same here. I couldn't get all the other stuff. But I tell you one thing I did have also, man. Hey, shout out to Evil Knievel once again. Did you have that wind up Evil Knievel one?
Yeah.
Motherfucking take off. Ooh.
Yeah, but he never went over the jumps. He never went over the jumps like he did on the commercial, though.
Never. He be going all sideways, cape belly flapping and shit.
All right, man. Let's wrap this thing up. Let's wrap it up. What else?
From your wish list, then you had a really good result.
Super sets.
There are literally thousands of things that kids used to do in the 70s, but are no longer being done now.
Playland? McDonald Playland it was called.
Oh.
I think that's what it was called. It was Playland.
Yeah, the McDonald's. Yeah, I think it was called Playland.
Yeah. Wow.
I think they still have those. I think they still have them.
Yeah. Look at the kid on the bike though. I remember doing shit like this, man. We had a spot out there called Devil Dips, man. We used to get down, and this is comedy, man. Like no helmet, none of this, none of that mess, man. That's being a kid right there.
Am I tripping? Is that a banana seed?
That's a banana seed. He about to take to the gut though.
Yeah. Man, he may be glad he ain't got a uterus, man, or so. he about to, yeah. Anyway, I'm tripping. Cut that out. All right, man. Let's go. It's almost over. Let's see what else we got.
Those things are either illegal or frowned upon. Was it better or worse? I'm not quite sure, and I'll let you be the judge of that, but I'm really grateful that I got to experience the 70s firsthand. Can you think of anything that we missed?
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. The sphere of death.
Missed or missed?
Oh, you talking about the whatchamacallit?
Both of these, dog. Both of these.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This one right here, man.
You ever threw up off of a merry-go-round?
No.
By any chance?
No, I haven't. Nah. You got a story?
Man. Oh, hell yeah, I got a story, man. I mean, I didn't throw up. I threw up before, but not on one. I'm trying to remember this girl name who did. We was on that mug before, boom, just going around, round. Boom, boom, boom. And man, and everybody got a chunk. Everybody got some chunk somewhere on them. You know what I'm saying? Boop, boop. I think I had it in my little fro, my little curl and shit back then. Oh my God, my little kitty curl. They don't know nothing about that. Yeah, man.
Do your Googles. Yeah, do your Googles.
Yeah. I remember trying to jump off of a merry-go-round spinning one time. That shit caught me.
Yeah, man.
I bit it. Yeah, man.
Yeah, those are ferocious.
Oh, ferocious. And then that little bubble thing. Oh, dog. Oof.
Man. All right, let's see. Let's finish strong. What else they got?
Got to experience the 70s firsthand.
Hot-ass metal.
Can you think of anything that we missed, or maybe you just want to share some special memories of things you used to do? Let us know in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching.
Cortezes.
Yep. The OG Cortezes. Man, there it is right there. That was the 70s in a nutshell.
Hell yeah.
Nice breakdown.
That was it.
Whatever era you came from, y'all went through it too, be it the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, whatever decade it was, you know? Man.
Hell yeah. So our social media was called The Mall. That's what our social media was. It was called The Mall. And I remember, I mean, it's crazy when I think about it. The age group where you learned how to catch a bus by yourself, no parents, get transfers, meet up at the mall.
Yep.
The whole shot, man. So all this hiding behind the screen, you couldn't do that tough dude talk. You had to go see somebody. And I'm not trying to say that people nowadays aren't tough. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it was different. You had to get out of that. Whatever shell you was in, you had to either stay in it or get out of it. Yep. You know what I mean? It was just totally different. But hey, I love the 70s and 80s growing up, man.
Yeah, catching that bus. I'm an Inland Empire kid, Keys, an LA kid, and we both had the same transit system, RTD. And what that RTD used to stand for back in the day, Keys?
Rough, tough, and dangerous.
Hey, that's from the IE to LA. From the IE to LA. Rough, tough, and dangerous, homie.
Man. Rough, tough, and dangerous. Let that be it, man. Hell yeah. We used to man. throw rocks at the bus. It was on it, man. It was on and cracking.
Hey, do us a favor though, you guys. Hop in the comments, please, man. Let's go down memory lane together. Let us know if you like this, because we also got the 80s. There's also a throwback flashback to the 80s, things that kids did in the 80s that they don't do now. So let's keep it going. You know, hop in the comments and share some experiences with us. And you know, please click that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification, select all. So anytime we drop some content, you'll be notified.
That's right. That's right. And to all of the wise guys and gals, we salute you. Thank you very much for joining us on this ride. And with that, we out.
Peace. Wisely.